What's up, everybody? It's Dave here, and we're back with another video. And today we're at Chicago Auto Pros with Jason Otterness. We've done a few videos in the past on a number of different things. We did a tour of Lake Country. We've done a couple events together, and today we're going to talk all about Chicago Auto Pros and everything that has stemmed off of that business and all the success that him and his partner Greg have had with everything they're doing detailing related.
Awesome.
Yeah. So today we're in their new location. I haven't been here before, so this is my first time being able to see it. It's awesome. I'm sure if you haven't seen it, go over to their YouTube channel, the Chicago Auto Pros YouTube channel, and check out some of their past videos. They've got just a phenomenal amount of content, but also really cool stuff to see in their shop that you don't really see in other shops. Jason, you got a detail background, but Greg's got a similar and different kind of background. Tell us a little bit about your business, how you and Greg started together, but then what are some of the really, really unique things about your shop that is different from a lot of the different shops we see here?
Yeah, well, I guess the way we started, I've been into detailing. I started mobile detailing in Atlanta, Georgia, moved up to Chicago and bounced around a little bit. I worked at some body shops. I helped some other guys start a detail shop, and then I ended up managing a car wash. And did that for about a year and a half. That's where I actually met Greg. He was a car wash chemical salesman, and he walked in and we hit it off right away. You know, we both love detailing, and we kind of tell the story that it was love at first sight. We talked for about an hour and a half about detailing, and at that point in my life, I wanted to get back into running my own business, back into detailing, and he was looking at doing a car wash, and his big thing that he didn't want to do is he didn't want to spend a lot of money. A car wash is a lot of money, millions of dollars to get it going, and he didn't want to jump in that far. So this was perfect for him to jump into a smaller detail shop. Let's start with here, see where it goes. And that progressed. I was the only person in the business for quite a while. We started hiring employees and started growing. The unique thing that we set out to do is we just wanted to detail cars the way that we treat our own cars. We didn't really care on how much it cost. Let's just do it right. And the cost is secondary. And it was kind of scary because we didn't know how many people were in that market that wanted that done. But quickly we found out, a lot of people were thanking us. They're like, we were looking for a shop like you, just somebody who does it right, because there's so many crap shops out there, right? And they're competing on price, it seems like, and they're all just trying to, how fast and how many corners can we cut? So we wanted to take it a different approach, and it's worked really well.
Well, you've kind of built it into, it's obviously expanded, so it's been a business model that's repeatable. You haven't necessarily done the exact franchise type thing, but you do have that kind of model in place, right? I think we have some other footage that we can kind of go over of you talking about that. And you've kind of created an opportunity for heavy hitters that you bring into your workforce, that if they're driven and they want to succeed and work hard, you kind of have created your business model in a way that could technically benefit them, right? If they really wanted to take advantage of it.
Yeah, we don't have any plans to franchise or anything, but we wanted to make a model where it could be repeatable. The process that we have set in place, just like the quality we set out for, we wanted to do that in every aspect of our business. So customer service, with the way we treated our employees, right down to everything. So we just wanted everything to be quality. Really, it was just creating something that I enjoy coming into, me and Greg enjoy coming into every day too. And this is a passion for us. We love cars, we love detailing cars. And we feel really lucky that we're able to do this every day, to come in here and do something that we love and make money doing it. And it shows too.
I'm an auto enthusiast, but I love business also. So I'm fascinated by people that are successful in business. I'm fascinated by people that are really driven and have different ideas of what business is and what it could be. And I want to say 4 years ago when we first met, and that was one of the things that I instantly drew from just the conversation with you and Greg. And I was like, I love these guys. They have a unique partnership. And that's the other thing, just to touch briefly on before we kind of look at your business a little bit. But you guys are so much different. I know a lot of people talk about it's difficult to have partners in business. A lot of people say just do it for yourself. I I'm a big proponent of partners. I do like partners. I think that there's a lot of things to do in business, and I think that unless you're an extremely, extremely talented person, there's a lot of different offerings or different characteristics that people can offer to offset what you bring to the table. And that's kind of what you have too. So I know you kind of touched on it, but what are some of the main differences or why do you think that partnerships are so great, and why does the partnership work really well with you and Greg?
Yeah, partnerships can be great. They can also be disastrous too. You know, like if you get in, it's a marriage. If you marry the wrong person, it's not going to be fun. You know, so making sure that you're partnering with the right person. I think the dynamic between me and Greg is that we both have unique skill sets in different areas of the business. Greg is very good with sales, people, and numbers. That's the stuff I don't like doing. You know, I don't like diving into the numbers, and
even if you are good at it.
Yeah, I like looking at the numbers, but I don't. He likes putting it all together in a nice graph form and all that stuff. So, and I'm more of the operations, marketing. I love growth, so I'm kind of the driver behind the business. I love seeing things grow, and this is one of the things that I set out to do. How big can we make this? You know, how far can we go? And he's the sensible one, you know. So if I'm pushing too hard, he can push back and be like, "Let's think about this before you just plow through it."
Yeah. So you're a heavy driver of the new things, and Greg's able to support you and put it in a way for both of you to succeed the best way possible, which is kind of neat.
And we work together on trust, just like a marriage. You know, we communicate just like a marriage. You know, that's all that stuff is very important.
Yeah, no, I would agree. So you have, how many locations do you have right now?
2 locations.
Okay, and we're in the Lombard location.
This is our newest one.
So we're going to take a tour here, and we'll see a couple of the cool things that that make this shop unique, which I think is part of the party here. The way that they distribute chemicals throughout the shop for each employee or each technician to be working on the car, streamlined processes, and just really have a really good setup. And then we're going to break down into how that's progressed, not only into opening up multiple locations, but then how it's progressed into your YouTube videos and all the things that came with that too.
Awesome. Let's go. Welcome to the lobby of Chicago Auto Pros. You know, for a while, we just bought what we could, you know, to get by in our last shop. I think we had like used furniture in there from another dealership. But when we moved into here, we wanted to kind of upgrade, get the nice furniture and everything. So we wanted to make it come in a comfortable space for our customers to come in and sit down. You know, we don't get a whole lot of customers that sit down and wait, but
it's still the two cool things that, I mean, you want to make your shop better. Yeah. Everybody starts with a small shop, or, you know, the basics, or not what this is today. But everybody wants to have a nice shop so they can do good work. But everybody wants a nice showroom or a place for their customers to come in to represent their business. And that's what everybody strives for, because typically you have a small place and you don't even have the space for that. Yeah. So it's really nice. They got a whole bunch of XPEL displays and different things to help support their business in here. Let's check out your operation.
Yeah, everything, you know, Chicago Auto Pros, we want to be professional as possible. Same thing with the lobby and everything else. Into your little break room, you know, everything, when we moved in here, it was one big block. Like, we had to build all this. Like, the office was there, everything else, all the walls, the doors, the windows, and everything else you see, we had to build. We had to put it here because it wasn't there.
Which is crazy. So remember that as we're walking through here, all the walls, all the garage doors, everything in here, none of this stuff was here. This is all relatively new, and it's phenomenal.
All right. We have a total of 13,500 square feet here. When we first laid this out, it was really important for us to lay it out to where we can drive. It was convenient for everything. Workflow is very important. So we have our wash bay over here. In our last shop, we had one wash bay, and it was kind of a bottleneck to everything. You can only prep so many cars with what we got going on. So we wanted to prep bays here, so we can wash 2 cars at a time, prep 2 cars at a time.
And they're awesome. Like, I get to use it this morning. Eric helped me easy coat my car up, and they're an awesome detail base. They'd be like, well, why would a wash bay be so great? And it's all this cool stuff that we got here.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything is hanging.
Yep.
You don't have to fill bottles. You don't have to prep anything besides making sure all the products are ready to go in the morning. Everything's ready to go, right?
Efficiency is key. We try to cut off 30 seconds a minute in every step and every process we're going to do. And this is our chemical dispensing system, so we have our most used chemicals in there. So the guys aren't mixing bottles, they're not mixing chemicals, they're not getting different dilution ratios, we're not hurting the paint, we're not damaging anything. And then they know exactly where their chemicals are. It's hanging right there, it doesn't move.
Well, and it's so much more efficient for the operation side, but it's for them too, like the lack of fatigue and just running back and forth and all those different things. So you pretty much have everything. You got air, soap, iron remover, all those things right here. And then once these vehicles leave here, then they will either go over to your clean room for PPF, or they'll go over here for correction. Is that right?
Yeah. I'll show you this. This is the newest thing.
This I got it. Eric showed us this morning, and it's beyond cool.
So empty bucket. We have our concentrate chemical there, and this is just so we can fill buckets faster.
Yeah.
And we just pulled it, and now we can fill a whole bucket in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Versus standing here for a minute with a hose and putting chemical in it, and we're ready to wash.
That's awesome. That's super awesome.
The little things.
The little things that count. So yeah, after, I mean, even the ones that are going to PPF, most likely they're going to be coming over here for detailing, or at least some sort of prep work before they go into the clean room, I'm assuming.
Yeah. So usually after we prep it, everything goes right to detail. I mean, even if it's going into the clean room, we got some prep that we got to do before putting film on the car. So everything gets brought over here. And this is where we do all of our exterior and interior detailing. Again, we have the chemical drop down just so we don't have to mix those bottles. We know exactly where the chemical is. We have lights overhead.
Yeah.
We actually have 2 paint correction bays with spotlights. We'll never have enough light in a detail shop. We want to be able to see things.
Yeah. So in this area, this is probably where you're going to see most of the stuff on your YouTube channel, whether it's in the wash bay or in these detail bays, whether it's your $10,000 details or something cool like that. How did this business kind of get pushed into the YouTube area, or what made you progress to YouTube, and how did that affect your business?
Yeah, I mean, the first YouTube video I did was cleaning an engine. It was made on my phone.
Yeah.
And I didn't think much of it. I just wanted to make kind of a training video for my guys, so I put it up on YouTube and I kind of played it for them, and then all of a sudden it got some traction. I don't know why, and people started to watch it. So I thought, well, maybe I'll do some more videos. And then we just kind of did a couple more videos, and I didn't think too much of it, and then it started kind of just taking traction. And then I kind of used it as a platform for me to kind of step out of my shell a little bit and kind of let people know what we do here at Chicago Auto Pros. You know, we do stuff to a different level that most people aren't aware of, or it's not normal. So us putting this in a video kind of gives our customers kind of an idea of how far we go with our detailing. And it really helps them when they come in, they know what they're getting. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, I think it's so funny, especially with criticism on a $10,000 detail, is you can't sell a $10,000 detail if you don't have one, right? So I think that's the most unique and funny thing about people that criticize it is you've sold a number of them.
Yeah.
There are people that want that type of service, and you will never be able to sell it unless you have it. And your YouTube channel kind of showed that, and not only that, now you're probably one of the top detailing YouTube channels out there right now. And that's continued to not only support your business here, right?
Yep.
A lot of your business comes in through the shop from YouTube. Is that right?
Yeah, most of it. I mean, probably 70% of the customers that come in here, they saw a video.
Yeah, which is crazy. Because you'd think people sell products, you know, physical detailing products and things like that, or promote them on YouTube channels. But I would have never thought that much business would come on a service end from YouTube channel, which is really cool. I mean, you're in the Chicago area, so you at least have a lot of people. But then YouTube has further progressed you to do another part of your business, which is down over here.
Yeah.
So that turned into Car Supplies Warehouse.
It did. So, you know, past the detail bay here, this is where most of the magic comes. Everything goes into the detail bay, even if it goes to the clean room after that, just getting the cars ready. At the other end here, Car Supplies Warehouse, this is where it started. I mean, we started with 4 shelves over there and expand to this whole area and selling products. You know, we started it just to kind of supply our guys, both of our shops.
Yeah.
You know, we started with this, the products that we know, that we trust, that we like, and started selling it to other people. And it was kind of this progression. We get a lot of what products to use, what's good for this, and a lot of questions on how to do things. Well, I'll direct you to, here's some of the products that we actually sell. This is what we use at Chicago Auto Pros.
Yeah. Well, and it's natural progression. You build a shop, you build a YouTube channel, you build another shop and a bigger shop. You're using a ton more products. You have a lot more employees.
Yeah.
And then now you're just growing to, okay, well, we buy so much product. Not only can we, receive some of a discount to help our operations, but now we can resell product.
That's right.
And then the YouTube channel promotes that as well.
Yeah.
So,
and there was a time when we were thinking about, do we do a third shop?
Yeah.
And, running shops, it takes a lot of manpower. And me and my business partner, Greg, we're only 2 people, so it's nice. We got 2 shops, we can both be at one. That third shop was kind of mind-blowing for us. I'm like, are we doing this? I'm like, well, maybe we should start this first. Let's try that and see where that goes.
I think you probably had the right idea.
Yeah. No, it's been going very well.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, Car Supplies Warehouse, I think it's probably for reselling products is the most genius thing. When you look at a lot of the wholesale distributors or detailing resellers, they're located in like Florida and California. So to think that there's like very, very few in the Midwest, which makes the most logistical sense. And so it's really cool. I'm from the Midwest too, so it's nice to have a website that you can order from locally, receive products from pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So with that, the business started, the Car Supplies Warehouse, then that's obviously been incorporated with the videos, and then you took that like the next level further, right? So you started you've always answered questions, but you started to look at how you can mentor and give back to the detailing community, and how does that look?
We just wanted to organize it into a platform, because I was getting a lot of messages on Instagram and Facebook and everything, and I answered as many as I could, but we wanted to make it, we obviously saw a need for people wanting training.
Yeah.
So we created a platform. We created the DetailWise platform that you can go on Patreon, and that's a monthly subscription package where we share as much content as we can on how we started the business, how we grew the business, our own stories. And right now in the background, we have DetailWise Academy. We're just finishing up our 6-day training course. Yep. We're on the last day of our business training, and it's been phenomenal for guys to come in here and see these guys come from nothing and learn as much as they can in 6 days. And I feel honored to be able to be a part of their growth and their businesses.
I think that's the best part about training, is just that feeling, is being able to contribute. I'm sure you've struggled. I've struggled a lot. Sometimes you have really good resources, sometimes you have none. So I think that's the biggest thing for training for me, is being able to give back and kind of that rewarding feeling. Gloss University is here with Jason for their second DetailWise Academy. This is a 6-day class that we're here for today, covering all sorts of stuff, right? Like business mastermind, basic prep, interior, exterior detailing, and then a full correction and sanding class by Rupes.
Yeah.
So it's been an awesome class. We're looking at doing some more classes with DetailWise and Gloss University. Definitely we're looking at a ring leathers class coming up next summer. We know COVID has kind of changed things a little bit, but we're hoping that by August we can have another awesome training class. We're going to have even more cool stuff than we had last year, and DetailWise is going to be a big part of the trainings that we do for Gloss University on the business side. Jason and I, we're heavy on the technical side, whether it's application, products, tools, and things like that, which Jason's obviously very well versed in. But we're teaming up with DetailWise because of the endless knowledge that Jason and his team can provide for detailers for their business experiences and their business growth and even their personal growth. So now we can get into the cool stuff that we've been doing for the last 6 days and show you all about the DetailWise training here at Chicago Auto Pros in Lombard. Make sure you go check them out.
So you've got a new program, DetailWise Academy, but you also have that intertwined with a business program, right, online, that offers not only discounts on products, but a bunch of other stuff. So tell me a little bit more about the programs that are all related to the training and how that works with Car Supplies Warehouse.
Yeah, so recently we started Car Supplies Warehouse, which is an e-commerce store where we sell detailing products, tools, and equipment. And along with starting our YouTube channel, with everything that's going on, we started getting a lot of questions, a lot of emails, and I love that, and I want to respond to as many as I can, and it just kind of triggered this, well, people are excited about what we did here, and they want to learn more. So I want to share that with everybody. I want to kind of give back to the community and let them know what we did to be successful and what we did to work. Because when I started, there wasn't a Facebook, there wasn't YouTube, there wasn't any of that. It was just kind of learning, hard knocks, getting, what are we doing wrong? Learning by failing a lot. So I wanted to help others out there and kind of share what we've done in our own business to get to where we're at. Share them the failures that we've been through and the successes and what works and what doesn't. So we started a Detail-Wise, that's what we're calling it. It's kind of the umbrella, but we have a Patreon account attached to it. It's a monthly, you can sign up for it for $35 a month, and we give exclusive content on just different business subjects on what we've done here at Chicago Auto Pros, and we share our stories, and we try to inspire and motivate, and then we do live Q&As every month so people can ask us questions, we can talk back and forth and answer any of their questions. And from that kind of stemmed this Detail-Wise Academy. We wanted to bring a group of people into the shop and just kind of do an intense training session, and my goal is to just train them exactly what we do here at Chicago Auto Pros, whether it's technique, process and procedures, or the business side of it.
Well, that program's got other useful tools too, right? That
Yes.
some of the members can take advantage of, like different types of calculators and
Yeah.
and things to help their business. I thought that Detail-Wise was such an awesome program, partially based off of the training that we got a chance to do together.
Yeah.
I am not a specialist in the detailing business per se. I have not been extremely successful like you. We love to do detailing training for Gloss University. So last year we did a training at the Ring Brothers where we asked Jason to come and speak on behalf of his businesses, and this was right in the beginning of what he was putting together for Detail-Wise. And his portion of the class or his speech was absolutely phenomenal. It was about defining your success, and I think it's something that was very, very useful for me, but I think it was very, very useful for everybody in the class, and for me, it was one of my favorite parts of the whole weekend, to be honest with you. And so we've continued to talk about how Detail-Wise and Gloss University can work together to offer different aspects of detail training, and hopefully we can continue to do that. Make sure you go check out Detail-Wise. Where can people find all the information about signing up for the program or looking for new trainings and things like that?
Yeah, we have a tab on Car Supplies Warehouse just called Training, and they can go there, and we have a lot of other classes coming up. We're going to do some individual custom one-on-one training classes, and I would love to do this again next year and make this a yearly thing.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Make sure you go check it out, carsupplieswarehouse.com. Go check or click the training tab, and make sure you find out all the details and sign up for the next and upcoming class.